Well, welcome to our last summer regular board meeting before the school year. Our next regular board meeting will be well into it. I'll call the meeting to order. Can I have a roll call?
Mrs. Sheeny?
Yes.
Mrs. Broderick?
Yes.
Mr. Feldmeyer?
Here.
Thank you. Sorry.
Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, can I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Motion. Passes.
I'm gonna call the roll.
Oh.
Mrs. Sheeny?
Yes.
Mrs. Broderick? Mr. Feldmeyer?
Yes.
There we go.
We are. It's been a while. It looks like we do not have any recognition of the public. So it's time for board committee reports. Finance committee, I know we do not meet in the summer. We'll start back next month. Citizens advisory committee.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, same for that. The only thing I would say is that we have had applications for any community member interested in being part of the CAC or the Citizens Advisory Committee. We've had that open, and it's open just for a few more days until July 31st. So that is Wednesday. So, and then as soon as that comes down, and this same thing for Belonging and Inclusion Collaborative, then we'll go ahead and work on the planning for the following year, the upcoming year. So that's just the only update I have for both CAC and the Belonging Committee.
Okay, well, great. We'll just move on to community engagement.
Yes. Do you wanna go?
I'm
happy to. I mean, the calendars came out, by the way, those
Yeah.
look great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks
that.
for that. So I feel like half of that's more like, all of a sudden, I feel like the summer was a little slower, but things are coming, so.
So if we're okay with that, I
That'd
can,
be
it's
great.
still summer, but we are looking ahead to August and back to school events. So the principals are scheduled to send out their back to school messages on August 1 with lots of information about all the events that I'm gonna share here. And everything that I talk about is on the online calendar on the website and the 2024-25 printed calendar that's been mailed to all homes in Wyoming. Additional calendars are available here in the central office for anyone who wants more than one. On Wednesday, August 14th, school starts for grades 1 through 12. And the first day of kindergarten is Friday, August 16th. But back to school events start the week of August 5th. At the high school, the first things are the college application boot camp for seniors. That's the week of the 5th. And 12th grade painting palooza for those seniors with parking spots. That begins on Tuesday, August 6th. August 7th through the 9th, we have new to district events taking place at each of our schools. And the specifics can be found on the online and printed calendars there for dates and times. Convocation and our professional development days for staff are August 12th and 13th. And then actually, if we go back to August 8th, the 9th grade student and parent orientation is Thursday, August 8th. Information about that is in the calendar, but that's something that our 9th grade families don't want to miss. And then in the evening on Monday, August 12th, we're hosting a Meet the Wyoming High School Principals reception at 5 o'clock at the high school. So everyone's invited to swing by at 5 to meet our new high school principal, Michael Voinovich, and our new high school assistant principal, Sarah McMullen. Right after that, at 6 o'clock on the 12th, we're doing something new with the 5th grade welcome and open house for students and families that will take place. This is a new event. It's a great opportunity for 5th grade students and families to get acquainted with the middle school. And then additional curriculum nights begin Tuesday, August 20th. That's at the middle school for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, followed by Hilltop on August 22nd, Vermont on the 27th, Elm on the 28th, and then high school curriculum night on August 29th. And then we're planning our first Wyoming City Schools New to District Family Cookout for all new to district families on Friday, August 23rd. More information about that will be shared. That takes us up to our next board meeting. which is Monday, our next regular board meeting, which is Monday, August 26th. Again, did that pretty quickly, but these dates and more are available now on the district website and are included in the printed calendar that has been sent to all of us.
Great. I love all the new events and ways to make people feel welcome and
Sure,
Exciting.
especially the students entering into new buildings, right?
Mhm.
So that's such a critical time, that transition. Some of those very intentional activities being planned for.
that's great. Okay, facility committee.
We have not had a meeting, but I just thought it would be important just to, share some of the most recent events, that are all connected to the planning of,
Yeah.
or planning for primary school, the future of our primary schools. So just recently, our July 18th Board, of Education special meeting, board passed a resolution determining to proceed with, a bond issue. That resolution lays out the plan for the upcoming bond issue that would be included in the November 5th, 2024 election. The primary facilities steering committee will meet again on Wednesday, August 21st, so we'll get the school year started, and then we'll pull our steering committee back together. And their task will be to plan for the next community forum, and that community forum is scheduled for Tuesday, September 3rd at 6:30 p.m. So we'll be sharing lots more information about that, but that's the next big event, and again, hopefully it allows the school year to kick off and let the dust settle from all the newness of the school year, and then bring the community together to talk about, again, the future of our primary schools.
Excellent. Great. Planning and goal setting, we have not met. Policy review committee, we have some policies to look at, or just a review. Student achievement. Okay.
No update. I will share with regard to policy two, we'll review the three policies that require an annual, peek at. Also, I've just gotten a few questions, about cell phone policies. And, the requirement is for school districts to have a cell phone policy in place by July 1 of 2025. And, so what we are doing is, we're continuing with our current policy or plan, that's already in place for this year. And the plan is to, operate with full, or implement those plans with full fidelity. Those plans have the middle school placing cell phones in their locker during the day, high school students placing them at academic times in the cell phone holders within the classroom, unless it is part of the instructional plan for that day. And so we'll be talking with staff about just implementing those plans again with fidelity, and then we'll review that plan in the fall. And then at the second semester, if we're going to make revisions to that plan, that's most likely when it would be. We still have time to do that by July 1 of 2025. But we think we'll just need the fall to review that and make any changes and communicate with our families what those changes might be.
Yeah. I think consistency too is sort of, a
Right.
really important thing to think about. And there's been a lot of stories recently in Education Week. I don't know if anybody saw the one about cell phone policies, and, a lot of districts were talking about making suggestions as to things that we have already been doing, at least in part.
Right,
So
right.
I
And
feel
you're
like
right.
we,
It's being consistent with that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that students know and understand what the expectations are. And then when that's being implemented like that, then you can reflect on it better and think about how is that helping or hurting, and where things need to be changed.
it's so tricky because we do all need our cell phones and in some way, but obviously we also understand the research, and making the two things coordinate is difficult.
Sure.
So anyway, okay, so can we move on to the Board of Education report?
Yeah, so there are three policies there, and those are policies that, require just an annual review, where we just talk about the purpose of those policies, take a look at those policies. And so I'll go through each one of these just with a very, very brief description of the things that they're identifying or speaking to. So the first one is policy 2111, and this is parent and family engagement. And so as you read over that policy, this policy shares the vision for what that is, parent and family engagement within our school district, highlights key areas that should be considered with regard to parent and family engagement, such as the overall relationships that we have in our families, effective communication, volunteer opportunities, learning at home, engaging families in decision-making and advocacy, collaborating with the community on certain topics, and then the implementation of that policy and plan. So it just gives the guardrails, I think, so to speak, with regard to engagement in our school district. The second policy, student assessment and academic intervention services. This is policy 2623. And this policy outlines the expectations for our school district regarding assessment of students, training of our staff, intervention, possibilities for students, record keeping that the district is responsible for, and guidelines for the assessment of students with IEPs. And so it goes through all the parameters that we're held accountable for with regard to assessment. And then the third one is the wellness policy. This is policy 8510. And this policy outlines the vision for wellness, nutrition, physical education, well-being, and a district wellness committee. And if you remember a few years ago, we learned from this policy that we could improve work by putting together this district wellness committee. And so that was put in place as part of this annual review. So it's important. I made a note to myself to review some of these in the springtime, just to have a conversation about it during the goal setting process, because there might be some changes to planning for the future year, and we really do our goal setting work, I would say probably March through May.
That's what I was gonna say, none of these have really big changes, because I think since we did those in March of just last year, I feel like when we tweaked
Right,
some stuff, maybe,
right.
but just to make
Yeah.
sure it's aligned.
And I think it's how do you use these policies to inform future planning, and that's why I think in spring, it's a good tool to be reflective.
But the wellness one especially, starting all that stuff this year.
Yep.
I think really got going.
The wellness one, reminded me, I mean, it was very, talked in general terms about physical education. But in the high school, did requirements change in terms of the gym class? I know that really isn't outlined by that policy, but, in terms of, the requirement for PE specifically, have we changed that, or is it?
Don't think so.
No.
Okay.
No,
Like you asked if you still have to have it.
Yeah, like summer gym
Yeah,
versus
and
like
like-
in,
Like
I mean, I guess we
summer
still-
gym.
yeah, there are different options that you can access the credit.
Yes.
Right. But it has
there are
not changed.
different options now
Yes.
that, okay,
It's
that
not-
may be what I'm
Yeah.
thinking of.
Okay.
That's maybe a tad off topic. Okay. Any questions or comments? Can I have a motion to approve the Board of Education report?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mrs. Broderick,
Yes.
Mr. Feldmeyer.
Yes.
Mrs. G.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to the treasurer's report.
Thanks, Kara. Item A, approval of the minutes from the meetings on the June 24th regular meeting, the July 8th special meeting, and the July 18th special meeting. Item B, approve the financial report for month end June 3rd and fiscal year end, June 30th, 2024. Accept with appreciation the list of donations there. Just to note that last donation is from the family of Jack Brown and his 3 daughters. He named that the Brown Girls Athletic Fund. Just wanted to clarify that. And item D is approval of the report, please.
Great. Motion to approve the treasurer's report.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mrs. Broderick,
Yes.
Mr. Feldmeyer,
Yes.
Mrs. G.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to the superintendent's report.
Okay, there's a lot of text there, but just a few personnel items.
Yeah.
But these are great. These are exciting. So number one is a recommendation to approve these non-athletic supplemental contracts. And these are individuals who are doing work within their department. These who are providing engaging activities for students, and so we just thank these individuals for going above and beyond outside their typical duties during the day to fulfill these needs, which are great within the district. Number 2 is a recommendation to approve these athletic supplemental contracts. So again, individuals who are creating opportunities for students, and we're excited to see those come about. Number 3 is a recommendation to approve extended days for the 2 individuals listed on the agenda. Number 4 is recommendation to approve additional work days for this individual also. And then item B is a recommendation to approve the 24-25 Alternate School Fund Authority SFA arrangement with Milford Exempted Village School. And what this does is it allows Milford Food Service to carry out our nutrition program. That is an annual agreement that is recommended and approved by the board.
Great. Can I have a motion to approve the superintendent's report?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Bellmeyer?
Yes.
Mrs. G?
Yes.
Mrs. Barker?
Yes. And we have another superintendent's report?
Yep, just one personnel item, and this is, another, 2024, 2025 non-athletic supplemental contract, specifically for the green team. Another great opportunity. And so that's it for that report.
Okay, great. Can I have a motion to approve the second superintendent's report?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mrs. G?
Yes.
Mrs. Barker?
Yes.
Mr. Bellmeyer?
Yes.
Thank you.
Superintendent's update?
I have an update. Susie stole some of my thunder a little bit with all the great activities. This is the time of year where, planning is great. It's exciting. You're developing a lesson plan for the school year, but our halls are quiet. They're clean, and when they're clean and quiet, it just makes you really want kids to be in the hallways. And so we're excited to have kids coming back very, very soon. Our admin team is in place. Erica Simmons with us today. We're super excited. She is off and running. You know, Susie mentioned the high school team is off and running, so we are in place. Our building administrative assistants came back today, and you could just feel the excitement, and they are ready to go. And so that was really nice to check in and support their transition back into the school. I think everybody just wants our kiddos and our staff back. So we will be welcoming new staff back on August 7th. We have new staff orientation, and that's always a really wonderful opportunity to make connections with our new folks coming in. And then, as Susie shared, our opening days are August 12th and 13th. Students then return on the 14th, and then our littlest ones, the kindergarten kiddos, they start their regular days on the 16th. And so just, before you know it, we'll be bustling in our buildings, and that's when it feels great. And so very excited to kick off what we hope to be the very best year in Wyoming City Schools.
I think it will be.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, are there any other comments, thoughts? Any way to extend this narrative? Or maybe we should just enjoy the last few bits of summer. So with that, can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mrs. G?
Yes.
Mrs. Barker?
Yes.
Mr. Bellmeyer?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, I think that is it.